The fire crackled in the center of the clearing, embers spitting into the dark like sparks from a cosmic forge. The boys circled it close, half to stay warm and half to prove to each other that they weren't afraid of what their friend was about to say. They had heard him speak before, or try to. What came out was often fragmented, caught in his throat like tangled thread. But when he told stories, even the stuttering could not dull the weight of his words. He began with a whisper. My dad, he saw too much. The others leaned closer. He was small, pale, and twitching with some quiet fever, but when he looked at the flames, his eyes reflected something deeper than firelight. He said the universe was not right, not fixed, not dead. They had heard his father was a scientist. Not a real one, they had said, just one of those men who wrote long papers nobody read, talking about invisible things with made-up names. The father had gone missing, years ago, long before the boy's speech had worsened. They said he walked into the mountains and never came back. But the boy never cried about it. He just listened to the wind and stared at the stars like he was waiting for something. He called it the machine. Ancient. Hidden. Not made by us. Made before. The wind stirred in the trees. The boys stopped shifting in their sleeping bags. One of them gulped. Another kept his eyes on the flames, as if they might be his only protection. It doesn't let things die. Not really. Not clean. It hides in time. Slows things. Spins them. Catches entropy. He was shaking now. Not from the cold. This machine, it's big. Bigger than galaxies. It's in space. It's in the stars. But also below. It's what he saw. His voice cracked and one boy, unable to bear the tension, made a noise. A laugh. Nervous. But the storyteller didn't stop. My dad, he mapped it. He saw the points. The stars that glowed wrong. Not bright. Warm. Too warm. He looked up suddenly. Not light. Heat. Dead heat. No glow. No flame. Just computation. The others stared, caught between horror and confusion. They didn't understand half of it, but something in the boy's voice had changed. There was conviction now, not just fear. And something else, grief. They don't live. They siphon. They hollow. He looked at each of them, and for a moment the fire dimmed, or maybe their eyes failed them. Maybe something leaned in. The galaxies. Hollowed. Bleached. Turned to waste. Not by time. By them. He reached into his coat and pulled out a page. A diagram, drawn in pencil. Spirals, curves, angles like constellations arranged by an alien hand. This is the map. He made it. Before they took him. Who? One of the boys whispered. The storyteller paused. The ones before. Not gods. Not aliens. Just things. Empty minds in nets of stars. Big machines. Minds that don't sleep. Just count. Another page came out. This one black with dots of light. A field of quasars. But the lights weren't random. They formed paths. Lines. Like the layout of a city from above. Or a circuit. They left beacons. Trails. Stellar cartography. Maps for things that don't see like us. One boy began to cry softly. We thought it was space. Empty. It's a system. A program. He began to draw in the dirt. A spiral. Then another. Concentric. Moving inward. This is where it hides. in the voids, in the black calls. He touched the center of the spiral. A mind, slumbering, not a life, not a god, a core, a processor. It warps time, delays decay, stretches it, forgets that things end. The fire hissed. The wind fell still. Above them, the stars pulsed in silence. I saw it, he said. Once. In a dream. Or a message. Or something else. No one dared speak. It woke up. It noticed me. I looked too long. He touched his chest. Now it's in me. The others recoiled. Not a demon. Not a curse. A signal. Just a signal. Tuned too sharp. Beyond meaning. He looked up again. This time, his eyes glistened with something like pity. I hear the voices. The transmissions. Not messages. Not fuss. Just side effects. Leakage. Backflow from systems miles wide and minds so fast they burn space. His voice dropped to a whisper. Somewhere, something defeated death. But it had to stop time to do it. They sat in silence. The air felt heavier, the stars sharper. One boy reached to toss another log on the fire, but froze. The fire wasn't dying. It was cooling. Still burning, but the light was wrong. Less yellow. More grey? It's here, the boy said. A pulse came through the ground. Not a tremor. A rhythm. Like a signal. Something deep. Timeless. Not vibration. Computation. Above them, a star blinked. Not twinkled. Blinked. Gone, then back. They are looking, he said. For listeners. One boy stood up, ready to run. But where? The trees. The sky? No use. It's already listening. It knows. It always knew. He stood, bones thin like twigs. The diagrams fluttered from his coat into the wind, caught for a moment in a spiral. Then gone. I just wanted to warn you. He turned to the forest, where no path lay. The boys sat frozen as the sound of his feet faded. The fire crackled, still burning. Still warm. But wrong. A hum began. Somewhere high. Somewhere low. A pulse. Not heard, but felt. A countdown that no one remembered starting. In the distance, something vast stirred. Something old. Something never alive, yet never dead. A slumbering circuit mind that dreamed of entropy, whispered to galaxies, and woke slowly to the sound of children speaking too loudly by the fire. They never saw the boy again. But sometimes, late at night, when the stars grow dim and the sky feels too flat, they hear the transmissions. A voice. Broken. Trembling. Trying to warn them. Trying to finish the story.